So friends, it's our great privilege to have with us today Swami Ishatmananda from the Vivekananda Vedanta Society of Chicago. He has been speaking on Lord Rama and the Ramayana, and now his talk today will be the message of the Ramayana. Swami Ishatmananda.
Thinking it is coffee.
Would you like some, Swami?
No. Friends, Mataji, it's a beautiful weekend, and it will be always in my mind that how I came over here and met you all. And this is not the first time. Many a times I came, many of the places are known, and you may be remembering me also, you may know me. And we are discussing the excellent topic, Sri Ramachandra. What is the contribution? And avatara, he is an avatara. So obviously, how he contributed, what we are learning from him. The last 2 days, we have already discussed about the Sri Ramachandra, and today his contribution, then how it will be possible. Is this one? Okay. So let me begin with the Valmiki, the offering, the salutation to Sri Ramachandra. Now friends, you know the Valmiki is elder than Sri Rama. When Narada came and he asked him, is there anyone at our time who is these, all these good qualities he was asking? Then he said, yeah, of course. There is Sri Rama. And he gave the reply, the Dasharatha's son. He is now going to be the king of the Koshala, Ayodhya, etc. And this Valmiki was a very senior person. He is now giving the salutation to Sri Rama. How? Sri Raghavam. He said the Sri Raghavam, that means the scion of the Raghu dynasty. Raghu Raghava. Dasharatha Atmaja. And the son of the king Dasharatha. Aprameyam, immensely great. Sita Patin is the husband of the Sita. Raghukulyana Ratnadeepam, the most luminous gem of the line of Raghu. Ajanubahu, and he was having long hands that was touching the knees. The avatars usually, they say it from the Ramachandra, the hand should be long, the Ajanubahu. Amarabinda Dalayatakshan, his eyes were like the lotus leaf, the beautiful eyes. Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram, but for he came to destroy the evil. I, Namami, I salute to that Rama. I am bowing down to that Rama. But did you notice, you only mentioned in one line that he has come to destroy the evil. But before that, giving all the description of the family. This is the speciality of Sri Rama. You will never find Sri Rama giving any talk on the Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. No. In the whole Ramayana, you will never find Sri Rama giving any discourses on spiritual life. Rama didn't do that. Krishna did. Then Bhagavad Gita, the whole Gita, 700 verses, full of so many teachings. Jnana, Karma, Bhakti, all these are there. Sri Rama, not a single word about that. So what he gave us, what he taught us, we will come to that. But is he avatara? Of course. Because the other avatars are also recognizing him. The Sri Ramakrishna, he mentioned in the Gospel we find that his Naralila, all the activities in human form, to teach the righteousness. And he has become Rama, Krishna, Chaitanya. Now we can add Sri Ramakrishna also. You must be knowing that the Sri Ramakrishnas in the family deity was Sri Ramachandra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their family deity is also Ramachandra. Swami Vivekananda's Ishta Devata, Ramachandra. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gave him not the mantra Kali, but Sri Rama. This is very unique, isn't it? So this Rama must be having the great qualities. Unfortunately, some people, now they are taking the name for their own purposes, not for spiritual purpose, but some other purposes. And they are fixing as if he is going to fight with other people. Not fighting. Why should he fight unnecessarily? Ram's contribution was great because he gave the shape of the human society. Rama came, as we have already discussed, that when the Brahma was creating, he created the 4 yugas and Satya, Treta, Dapar, Kali. And Rama came in the next Satya, Treta Yuga. And Treta Yuga, already the Veda was there. Some people, they have already discovered the highest truth, highest knowledge, Veda. But the ordinary people, they were not taught in that way. Their life was completely different. There is no system of marriage clearly. When the Surpanaka, the sister of Ravana, she approached Rama and Lakshmana. When we read, we say, oh, characterless lady. No. That was the system in those days. But any lady could choose any person and could say, hey, come with me. You had to go. That was the system. And now, today, without knowing, we are thinking, a characterless lady. Nothing like that. She came, she saw two brothers. She first liked Rama, went to Rama. Rama told lady, look at it, just by my side, my wife is there. So please excuse me. Then, to test his brother, he said, why don't you go to my brother? He's also very handsome, see, powerful. And that was a great mistake. And Lakshmana was a short-tempered person. Without waiting, the moment she approached, took out the sword and cut her nose. And that was terrible. At least some little beating or go away, that was sufficient. Cutting the nose and defaming that face and all that, obviously Ravana wanted to take the revenge. So whole thing because of that. But the approach was not, in those days it was okay. Now when Rama is killing Bali, Bali told Rama, I have never met you. Why suddenly you are challenging me and fighting with me and trying to kill me? What happened to you? I don't know you. He said, no, you have done a great mistake. You have taken your brother's wife as your wife. It should not be. What is it? This is in the Vanara, this in our civilization. That That is normal. How come that you are telling now? They said, no, from now onwards, we should not behave like this. So the kings should not behave like this. It is improper behavior. Look at it. He is not asking, go and sit and meditate. He is not telling that you should do this. He is telling, you should not behave like this. So this is Rama. And we find that when Sri Ramakrishna is telling about Rama, Krishna, Chaitanya, they are all coming from the same source. What is the source? Vishnu. The Valmiki, he is offering the pranam. Swami Vivekananda in his lecture in the Bhakti Yoga, he mentioned that without these avatars, God in human forms, there is no other way to realize God. We must have to have someone before us. Otherwise, you won't be able to realize God. Friends, I should not mention here, but if you look at around other paths, other religions, they are valid paths. But you will never find a success in ordinary people's life. But look at the Hindu. At this moment, they are a little poor in economically and not that way, very much organized, and so many other problems are there. But highly spiritual people, ordinary people, very ordinary people. And when the ordinary people die, that time also many of them, they are realizing God. I know a lady, her husband was a little difficult person, nobody liked him. But the lady used to go on taking the name of God constantly. Then she became bedridden. Her daughter came to me and she stayed with me. And the gentleman also came. Then she was telling, the daughter was telling, my mother, when bedridden, went on taking the name of God. So the people used to come, the neighbors used to come, particularly ladies, sit around inside the room and going on chanting the name along with her. So the father never liked it. He wanted to drive them out. But they won't listen. They will come, they will sit, and they will go on chanting the name of the God along with my mother. Mother was almost in coma. She was not aware who was there around. Went on. Then one day, the same way, when they were going on chanting the name of God, mother stopped. She passed away. If this is not the sign of holiness, then what is holiness? The excellent. Why? Because we have someone to pray, someone to hold, someone to offer our food, and someone to as our own. I mean, if you ask everyone, oh, you are that self, go and meditate, how many people will be able to do that? No, actually, that is the reason in Hinduism, avatara. And then avatara, many times it may come. But that depends on God. So Swami Vivekananda is mentioning very clearly. Goswami Tulsidas ji also said, almost in the same line, Rama Nama Mani Deepa Dharu. And that is the style of the Tulsidas Ramayana. Rama Nama Mani Deepa Dharu. Jiha Dehari Dwar. Tulsi Bhitar Baharu. Jehu Chahe Ujiyar. Go on repeating the name of God, Sri Rama. He is God. And that as if you are putting a light on your tongue. The Mani Deepa. You are putting the light on your tongue so that you can see inside and also outside. And by that way, you will get the blessings. You will be free from this life. So this Rama Nama, we should go on taking about the Rama Nama. Now in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, we find the Sri Ramakrishna himself quoting some couplets. And there, it is very simple, but that gives another aspect of the life of Sri Rama. Sri Ramakrishna said, Ohi Ram, Dasarath ki beta. The Ram that you were talking about, that Ram is the son of Dasharatha. Wahi Ram, Jagat Pashira. The same Ram has created this universe. Now, immanent and transcendent. Immediately, the person that you see that the son of Dasharatha, you know who is he? He is the creator. Wahi Ram, Ghat Ghat mein leta. The same Rama is residing in everyone's heart. Wahi Ram, sabse pyara. He is so close to everyone. And there is a Hindi couplet, they say, मैं को कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे, मैं तो तेरा पास हूँ. My friend, where you are searching me? Bande means a friend or the one, devotee. मैं को कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे, मैं तो तेरा पास हूँ. खोजोगे तो अभी मिलूंगा, पल भर के तलाश हूँ. Just in the blink of an eye, you can realize me. I am within you. So that is exactly what Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, quoting a scripture he is mentioning over here, that Ram, who is the son of Dasharatha, you think that he is behaving like an ordinary person. But in reality, he is the creator, he is the Vishnu himself. And he is residing in everyone's heart. So this and transcendent. This is the uniqueness of Hinduism. And we find that great devotee Tulsidas, as if Tulsidas is mentioning in this way, as if he has invited all the gods and goddesses. And they all have come. So Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and these. And he has kept the chairs, seat in that way also. And the Mataji has kept the name reserved like that. Reserved for Vishnu, reserved for Shiva, reserved for Rama. He is idol, he is God. He came and he was searching. There was no seat for him. Then he came to Tulsidas and asked, "Hey Tulsidas, where is my seat?" Again, Tulsidas ji now saying, in a beautiful couplet, he says, "Poocha tumahi ki raho kaha." Oh Rama, you are asking me where you will sit? "Main poochhat sab puchaun." I am asking you, my Lord, please tell me, give me this answer. "Jahan na ho tuhu dehu kahi, tumohi baithao vaithao." Where you are not, tell me, I will make a seat for you over there. As because Rama he is God, and he considered Rama all-pervading, immanent, transcendent. This aspect of Hinduism, if we don't understand, will be like narrow sectarian sect. And we are not like that. Hinduism is broad. When we say Sri Rama, and the Rama that the song that was playing over here, some lady has sang the beautiful song. This little baby Rama is running and the mother is chasing the beautiful scene. Same Rama, all-pervading consciousness. This is the Hinduism, and Tulsidas ji, he was a dualist. He used to worship only Sri Rama. But see the realization? And he said, "Jahano ho tohu dehu kahi." Tumi bolo, you say, where you are not, I will put you over there. So that it says the Rama is all-pervading. Then transcendent, he became immanent. He is an avatara. Then what is the mission of the avatara? Now we, the sannyasis, nuns, what is our job? What is our mission? Dharma palan, dharma shiksha. But that's not. Nothing else. And some people think, see, now we are the members of different organizations in the parliamentary religion, and then the religious leaders in the Chicago Council, all this. They will be discussing why so much that cost is escalating and particularly the petrol price and the diesel prices are going up, so we have to protest. I told, shall we? Is this our job? No. Anything happening in the society, other peoples are there, other organizations are there. It is their job. What as a religious leader we should do? They can't understand. And because they are associated with that, their religion with the society only, family life, like this. But Hinduism, completely different. Swami Vivekananda, he loved India so much. He wanted the liberation of India, even you must fight and then get back your liberation. That he used to say. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom is the first condition of growth. That's what Swamiji said. My India, my people. But same Swami Vivekananda very clearly mentioned that no Ramakrishna mission Swami should get involved into politics. That is not the job of the sannyasis. What is the job of the sannyasis? Dharma palan. You should practice righteousness. The basis of righteousness is truthfulness and all that. So practice of righteousness and propagation of that. Why we are having ashramas? Only for this one. So we are inviting you all and inviting one Swami, one Mataji. They will be discussing in this way. There will be question answers, writing articles. So many things are going on. Only one purpose is this. But what about the avatara? What the avatara should do? And in the avatara, establishing the righteousness. Dharma sthapana. They are not propagating. They are establishing the righteousness and protecting the righteous people. These are the two objects. In Bhagavad Gita, afterwards, the same came as a Krishna, and he said that Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata, then I come. So the God is coming to put them in the right. When the Rama came, there is no other problem. And only Sanatana Dharma was there, no other Dharma. Major portion of India, there were three, the groups were there. One is the Vanara, then the Manava and Asuras. These are the three groups, they were there all over. And everything was almost normal. But Ramachandra wanted to give the shape in the human society. The first and foremost thing, check and balance. Because the kings are coming on. And it was the kings who were having tremendous power. And people used to respect them as the representative of the gods. Because they are protecting. God usually protects. And here, my king is protecting us. He is also the representative of the God. That much respect. But the person, the greatest problem for a human being to overcome is clapping. If 1,000 people is clapping, bus, gun. You know who am I? 1,000 people liked me. Who are those 1,000 people? So that is every time the people they will check. Early morning they will get up, instead of telling Sri Rama, they will check how many people like me. And then there are sometimes the signs are like this, then there will be a lot of, and no making of coffee and tea and what happened? Some people gave like this. So these are the life nowadays. We are actually jumping in the, leading on the likings and dislikings of other people. This is not the life. Your life is your life. My life is my life. I will take the decision. And I should go and stand before a mirror and say, oh yeah, I like it. It's okay. No problem. So that self-confidence should come. Ramachandra, he is giving that idea constantly. You will wonder. I will mention one or two incidents. First is, before Rama, when we read the holy book, we always think we should give the flower, Ganga water, and by that sprinkling of so much of Ganga water, that all the letters become blood, we cannot read, and that's good. So we don't read actually. And we have to read in between the lines what Rama is teaching us, how it is happening. When Sri Rama is going in exile, his wife is following him. And she is going like a queen. And she must be protected by the husband. That is the duty. Husband's duty is to protect the wife. And wife's duty is to follow the husband like a shadow. The 7 mantras that you take, I don't know others, but the Hindus, when you are going round the fire 7 times, all in the movie we have seen, they're nicely decorated and people are throwing the petals and there's a lot of music, and you forget what the priest is actually uttering. The poor man is going on shouting, but nobody listens to him. And he goes on telling the 7 mantras and 7 promises. And the promise is, today I am accepting this lady as my wife and promise, oh fire, and the fire is there, oh fire, I am promising before you and before all these my relatives that I will protect her all through my life. That is the first step you take. And the lady will repeat, I will follow this gentleman, my husband, as a shadow. So this is the way the 7 times they are taking the oath. Suppose you follow that oath, then there will be no problem in the society. Husband and wife is not husband and wife. They are father and mother. The creator of this universe, the human being. It is Brahma who got the order from the Vishnu. And then Brahma requested, you people should generate. And who are you creating? Not a car, not a motorbike, but a human being. It's not a matter of just, oh, that's okay, so fun. Husband, wife for a few days and again, not like that. This is the responsibility, and that is Dharma. That is why Sri Ramachandra, even his guru, his mother, they all requested him to marry again. He said, no, I'm supposed to protect my wife, and she is there. And why Rama sent the wife to the ashrama, Valmiki's ashrama, she went. Because some people doubted. Rama is now telling only husband and wife, no third ones that should be there. But his wife was with the Asuras and from the Ravana, in the Ravana's camp, for almost 1 year. What about that? Sita gave her the proof of purity once. But these people don't know, the ordinary people. The moment that rumor came, Sri Ramachandra, he is the king, he has to prove, if you think like that, I am sending her to a Rishi's cottage, Rishi's ashrama, where she'll be there for 1 year and many years, so that she become purified. A person may do something wrong, but when they are going to holy place, practicing meditation, doing puja regularly, and the regulated life, they purify the body and mind. I'm sending my wife. But after that, he also took up on himself everything that the Sita did in the ashrama. Getting up in the early morning, lying not on the bed but on the floor, eating very simple food, same austerity. Rama, as being a king, he did. And when the Guru was asking, you must marry, because that is necessary. Rama told, you may make a golden Sita, a statue, but I am not going to marry anyone. That is the character of Sri Rama. When he went and fought and killed Ravana and rescued Sita, then he said, don't think out of attachment for you I have come all this way. I have performed the husband's duty. In the Ramayana, it is very clearly mentioned. So that's not attachment, but the duties are also there. And the duty is Dharma. He is establishing Dharma. So what should be the relation between or among the brothers? He was telling like that. When they were, Rama and Lakshmana was inside the jungle, they found a huge group of people are coming. Then Lakshmana climbed up on a long high tree. From there observed, he saw that Bharata is coming with all the soldiers and ministers approaching. Lakshmana immediately told Rama, we should get ready. Bharata is coming to attack us. We must fight. And I am going to kill him right over there. Rama told him, wait. Bharata, as far as we know, he is not like that. Why he is coming? Let me check. And when Bharata came, Rama told, don't worry. Look at that. He has kept all the soldiers far away so that we should not misunderstand. And the rishis are there. They will protect us. They have the mantra shakti, the power of their mantra. Don't worry. Let Bharata come. When Bharata came, he came and fell at the feet of Rama and he was crying. Rama told, please get up, embraced him, kissed his forehead, that is that traditionally they do, and then asked him, how are you? Then the Bharata told that you please come back. Everyone is criticizing me. They are thinking because of this throne I have sent you in this place. I will continue as you are doing. Brother, you go back. Rama told, don't waste time discussing about that. If I go back after 2 years, people will say, look at it. He told the 14 years he will go. Within 2 years they managed and they have come back. The society will discuss in this way. But we are kings. We have to establish it in such a way. Once we have promised, we have kept it. So forget about all those. I will continue this in my life over here for 14 years and I will go back. But how you are planning to rule the country, then you will wonder in the Ramayana, Rama is asking and telling him what is the duty of a king. He said, you must be very, very careful about 3 people. One, the pujari, the priest of your family. Why? Because the pujari, the priest, he can go anywhere. He goes inside the quarter of the women and he is mixing everyone. He is getting respect. So he gets a lot of information and maybe that he is telling it to somebody else. So always observe the Sri Rama is so practical. Second, he said, your chief minister, because he is the chief, everything you are discussing with him, how he is behaving, and your army chief, you must have all information about them, every step, what they are doing, so practical. And this is Ramachandra. How you should earn money and spend money, Rama is asking to his brother. And then he said, you should, and then he asking, the people who are serving you personally, are they free with you? Bharat told, no, this is wrong. If they are not free with you, you won't get information. These are the ordinary people, the barber and the washer, they're coming too close to you. So they will give you the right information. And as a king, you must collect information. This is the teaching of Rama. He is giving how to the one king should behave and properly. And secondly, he said, never ever torture women and children. Never ever. Why? Because they cannot defend themselves. So that is the teaching of Sri Rama. When the Lakshmana came to know that one lady, she has given all these ideas to the second mother, Kaikeyi, and he told, I'm going to kill that lady. Rama told, why? What has happened? She has done her duty. She thought, well, my lady's son should be the king. What's wrong? Everyone thinks in that way. And your second mother, Kaikeyi, as a mother, always think about their son. And she is also thinking Bharata should be the king. What's wrong? You should not torture them. And then he told, this is my word. Because he knew Lakshmana, the short-tempered person, maybe he will go and kill that lady. But no, never torture anyone. Rama's behavior is unique. And he is keeping every information, everything, but at the same time, he is always generous. And we find, as I was mentioning, this is a very, very important point. In the Satya Yuga, majority of the ladies, they were also practicing meditation and trying to discover many things. So they were known as Brahmavadinis. Many of you know that there were Gargi, Maitri, and many. They were all Brahmavadinis. That was their duty. When Sri Rama came, the Brahmavadinis were not necessary because discovery were already done about the medicine, about many other things, how to raise the cows and the horses, and how to develop the weapons, these so many things, almost civilization that was there. So what the ladies should do now? He said they should be the pativrata. Now they should go and settle in the household and develop the family. They're different. And you will find in the Ramayana afterwards, when the Sita is following Rama inside the jungle, there was a great Muni. Her wife was Anushwa, I think, if I'm not making the mistake. And she told Sita, from now onwards, you should follow the duties of a wife, of a mother, but not of a tapashi. An austere life is not necessary for you. And she gave all her jewelries and good clothing to Sita. I cannot use it. Now you better take it. And she appreciated the attitude of the Sita. Swami Vivekananda also told the Sita is our ideal because this both. And we find Rama, when going, he had to solve a problem. What is the problem? The people, they had the magical power. They could change their form. Indra, Devaraj Indra, but his desire was too much. And there was a lady, her name was Ahalla. And Ahalla means the one who has no fault. So that is Ahalla. Indra saw her and got attracted and took the form of her husband, Gautama Muni. The Gautama Muni used to go inside the jungle, he used to come in the noon time, only afternoon, in the evening time. But suddenly he came and told Ahalla, come with me. And Ahalla, as a wife, thought the husband has come, but why suddenly this time? But anyway, she went inside and satisfied him. Afterwards, the Gautama Muni came. What happened? Ahalla, what is it? You didn't come in the morning time? No, I didn't return. This is the time that I usually come. Then she had to disclose someone came. Gautama, through meditation, understood it is Indra. But the Muni like Gautama said, I cannot take decision. Because Sri Rama told, husband and wife should be only one. Since third person has come in our life, I cannot take decision. When Rama will come, whatever the decision he gives, I will accept. Friends, we have to remember it is Gautama Muni. He is a highly respected person, but he didn't take a decision. When Rama came, there is a great story in the Ramayana. Almost in all the drama you will find. We have great imagination and we make a stone, and the story says she became a stone. When the Rama came, touched that stone with his holy feet, and the stone broke and the lady came out. Nothing like that. She became like a stone. When you are insulted, particularly a lady of great respect, when she is insulted like this and rejected by the husband, she withdrew himself from the society. Never talked with anyone, never mixed with anyone, as if she became stone. So that is, but now we take it in a literal way, and in the all drama you will always find that stone is there, the Rama is coming and breaking the stone, one lady is coming out. There is nothing like that. And what was the decision of the Rama? See, at the time of Rama, when Rama heard, he said, Indra should be punished. No fault of this lady. And he called her husband, Gautama, you must give her the respect as your wife. She has no fault. That is the contribution of Rama. When you think about Rama, if you analyze, he was giving the complete shift in the, and this is Samadarshitva. And that's because the administration was coming up. Now suddenly some people are very intelligent. They become professors and doctors, engineers. There are some people can't get that much. So physically they are working. So there will be differences in the society. The differences came. But see, Rama told, no, they are good in their own place. And they should get proper respect also. And we find Guhak Chandala. Chandala means he used to burn the dead bodies, etc. But he used to go to those people and embrace them and say, they are my friends. But that is called, so one gentleman, he was a follower of Rama. He came with all the marks and everything in Andaman days. And I am afraid of this type of people. They are very aggressive Hindu. And then he was telling, Rama did this, Rama did that. And then afterwards, our devotees were telling, Swamiji, you say something. I remind me. He is going on telling. But he won't leave. That person, he was going on telling like this. And I told him, sir, do you follow what Rama did? He embraced Guhaka Chandala. Now Guhaka was the king. King of whom? King of that group. So, he was the leader of that group. So you are telling king, that's okay. But he embraced. Now, we don't even handshake with these people. We don't allow them to enter into, they're Hindus. But you won't allow these Hindus into entering into a Hindu temple. Why? You have a Yajna Upavita, that's all. And you have learned some Sanskrit or this way. Are you not insulting Sri Rama? Think about it. You need to answer right now. Think about it. So this is when you are hurting a person, his feelings, you are hurting God. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna went and he cleaned the toilet, bathroom of a pariah, the low-caste person, a sweeper. So that we have to learn, Sri Rama is teaching. He ate the Shabari's food. Shabari means the daughter of the hunters. And this keeping the promises. Then finally, Sri Rama's contribution. What is Dharma? Keep your promise. Raghukula Viti Sada Chaliyai Pranayau Guru Bachan na jai. Once you have said, you must have to follow. That is the tradition. We talk about the Hindus and the Indians. They talk about the Sri Rama and they talk about the tradition. What is the tradition? Keeping the promises. Are we keeping the promises now? The leaders of the society, we have to ask them. We talk about so much of Rama, but Rama's contribution, teaching is this. Message of Ramayana is only this. Well, last time I went to India, everywhere they were asking, what is Dharma? Now little confusion is happening. I told, keeping your promises. We are sannyasis. At the time of taking the sannyas, what we did? Something happened from the heaven? Nothing. We took some vows, that's all. And what are the vows? Not going to hurt anyone. I'm not going to think any bad thing about others. As maximum possible, we should serve others, help others. All positive thoughts. That promises. If you break, you are not a sannyasi. You may grow beard up to your knee, doesn't matter. You may put on the gerua, but you are not a sannyasi if you are not keeping the promises. As I was telling, as a householder, you have taken the promises. You must keep them. As an administrator, the president, the prime ministers, the doctor, engineer, the army officers, each and everyone, everywhere you take the oath, isn't it? That when I was getting the citizenship of America, I went over there, and as the process, you have to look at the flag of America, raise your right hand like this, and you have to take the promises. One lady, she was saying one after another, yes, we'll do like that, we will say. Suddenly she said, if necessary, I will take up the arms to fight against the American enemies. I told, ma'am, I cannot say that because I have taken the oath as a monk, the non-violence. I cannot take this promise. You can't put down your hand. Don't utter this sentence. From the next sentence again do that. They believed. And from the backside, one Indian was tapping me. अरे क्यों टाइम वेस्ट करते हो बोल दो. See, I felt really sorry. I didn't turn, I didn't see his face, but he was tapping, and in Hindi he was telling, क्यों टाइम वेस्ट करते हो बोल दो ना क्या चलता है. So now once you say, you must have to give. That is the Dharma. So friends, in conclusion, we must learn from Ramayana. So whatever we say, before that, think 100 times. But once you promise, you must keep it. And that is the message of Sri Rama. Raghukula Riti Sada Jaliyai. And in the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he gave someone that I will visit your house. He promised like that. And that gentleman forgot. Sri Ramakrishna also forgot. And it was night time. In those days, no electric light. He took a lantern. And from Dakshineswar, he went out. Those who have visited Dakshineswar, you know, there's a big courtyard. You had to go out, and then you have to go out the main gate, then turn towards that neighborhood. And he went to that particular house. They were all sleeping. So he placed his feet on their door and said, hey, I kept my promise, I kept. This is our Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. What he said, he kept. He promised, he will keep. That this is the way we learn. And there are so many things to learn from these great personalities. That is the reason we should read the Sri Ramakrishna's biography, Swami Vivekananda's biography. Once they promise, they will keep it. Sri Ramachandra, Ramayana, they are also. Tulsidas Ji Ramayana is a poetical way he is telling, but all these things are also there. So two things we must carry with us after this, our retreat. One, immanent and transcendent. The God can be in form, but the same God in human form, behaving as a human, is the all-pervading consciousness. So this one thing. Second, as a right now, practicing religion means we should be very, very careful about our promises. We should not break the promises. Thank you, friends. If you have any time, then if you have any question, then one or two questions, if you like.
We'll have Ram now, Swami. We'll have Ram now.
Ram now. Boss, okay. And one question may be, what are the promises we have already broken? What about that? Just pray to God. I was not knowing, I was unaware, I was a child, unknown to all this. From now, today itself, please help me so that I can keep my spiritual life. And spiritual life is the source of joy, your happiness, not depending on anyone. Whether people appreciate or criticize, doesn't matter at all. Whether you get the followers or not, doesn't matter at all. It's a joy from within. I and my God.